Okay, well we talked about cancellation, and I said that if n times a over n times b, that's equal to a over b, because we can cancel, I'll use blue, cancel the n from the top and the bottom. I'll get rid of those strokes if I can. Get rid of those strokes, there you go. So long as n was not equal to zeros. So that's great, and we use that to simplify fractions. So we said something like 3/6 equals 1/2. This is great stuff. So NA over NB equals A over B if n is not equal to 0. Sweet. Well, that's great. Now I'm just going to park that, and I'll show you how to use it in a way that we've not encountered before. Let's just say I have 3 1/8 divided by, let's say, 5. Well, it's not entirely obvious how to do that. However, what we can do is this. We can say 3 1/8 divided by 5. So I can say 3 1/8, that's equal to 24/8, because this whole thing here is equal to 3 plus 1/8 over 5 equals 25/8 over 5. Well, it doesn't really look like we made very much progress there, because we've got this 3 1/8 divided by 5, and now we've got 25/8 divided by 5, which is not that easy. But let me show you something. 25 divided by 8 over 5 equals 25 over 8 times 8 over 5 times 8. What I've done here, I've used cancellation in reverse. I've started here and I'm multiplying the top and bottom by n. You see, if I've got NA over NB equals A over B, I can do it in reverse. I can take an A over B and I can say it's equal to NA over NB, provided n is not equal to 0. And that's what I've done here. Look, because I've got that 25/8, I'm going to use blue. I've got this 25/8 here, and there's that 25/8 times 8. So I've multiplied the top by 8 and I've multiplied the bottom by 8. All I've done is taken this formula here, this cancellation thing, and gone that way. Alright, so it doesn't look like I've done very much there. It seems like I've made it more complicated until you realise that this number here, we've got, well, what's on the top? Well, the bottom's easy. 5/8 are 40. So we've got 40. Let's just write that in. So we've sort of got that one in the bag. What's the top one? Well, it's 25 divided by 8 times 8. Aha. So do you see what's happened? That cancels. Isn't that nice? It's 25 over 8 times 8. So we've got the 25 over 8. We're dividing it by 8 and then multiplying it by 8. It's like saying we've got 25 pies, we're going to divide them by 8 children, and then we're going to have 8 times as many pies, or whatever. Or yeah, well, anyway. So that equals 25 over 40. Now, well, that's looking a lot better, isn't it? So we've got 3 1/8 divided by 5 equals, after all this stuff, 25 over 40. And I can simplify that. I can say that equals 5 times 5, because that's 25, over 5 times 8, because that's 40. And then I can cancel the top and the bottom. See, I'm using this cancellation rule. I'm using this cancellation rule forwards, backwards, left and right. Wonderful stuff. And I'm going to cancel, I'm going to use black to cancel 5/8. So what's the summary of all of this process here? Well, I've got 3 1/8 divided by 5. 3 1/8 divided by 5 equals 5/8. How about that? So it's a lot easier to use this representation, but they're both the same number. But this number is dead easy because it's just 5 over 8, whereas this one's a nightmare. That's a dog's breakfast. Nobody wants to deal with that. I know this is going on a bit long, but let me just go through all that process again, and I'll do it faster as kind of a revision. 3 1/8 divided by 5. 3 1/8 divided by 5 equals something over 5. What is it? It's 24 eighths, because 3 eighths are 24, plus 1 eighth equals 25 eighths over 5 equals 25 eighths times 8 over 5 times 8 equals 25 over 40 equals 5 eighths. There you go. So we're getting the cancellation in reverse. There's a slightly easier way to think about it, which is a shortcut. Once you're happy with this system here, I'll just start at that point there, 25 eighths over 5. 25 eighths over 5 equals 25 over 5 times 8. Really what I've done, so that 8 has sort of migrated itself, I'll use blue, that 8 has migrated itself underneath to the bottom. So you see there it appears down here. So 25 over 8 over 5 is 25 over 8 times 5. And the reason for that is, as I said above, that what we're doing is multiplying the top and the bottom by the 8. And of course, the 8 cancels off the top and it stays on the bottom. So it looks like that 8 has just magically migrated from this fraction here, this part here, to down here. Okay, I'm going to stop there.